Hi Virgo, this is Donatella, Empress of Swords. Welcome to your March 2021 reading. If this is your guys' first time, thank you guys so much for visiting my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning. Please always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And as always, if this message is resonating with you, please remember to leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear back from you guys. Okay, Virgo. So for March 2021, you're finally getting out of a stuck situation, okay? This is going to be very freeing because in the distant past, you were thinking about a betrayal that caused you a lot of heartache and pain. It felt like it was like the end of the world. And now what's really on your mind is, how do I lift this burden so that way I can celebrate with certain people that were very important in my life? There could be, it was okay for a while that you were in a hermit stage. You were okay with being by yourself for a while, Virgo. But now it's really on your mind, that the lack of celebration. So that is really bothering you a lot now. The betrayal could have happened with a relationship that you had very long time ago. It could have had something to do with a lover. But in the near future, there's going to be an opportunity, an offer that's coming in. And you're going to feel like it's unsuccessful because it is something that is just coming in, but it's coming out. It's like you're dealing with some player, and then you're not realizing, you're wondering if you should juggle or not. But there's something that you can't get away from. You've been wanting to leave a situation. You've been wanting to get away from something. And there was a message that you had, it's because of a message you had received. Someone had told you something that was like really shocking. And it could be that maybe either you or someone else, they felt like they were getting attacked by a lot of people. And they were trying to be very clear, and they're trying to get themselves out of anxiety. And it was because of a huge loss of finances. And they're talking about some kind of thing that went on, and the message is coming back to you because of their loss. This has to do with someone in your family. Virgo, could you be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius? Because if that's the case, in about 3 or 4 weeks from now, family is going to really be weighing heavy on your mind. And if it's this person specifically, or it's a person that you haven't been talking to for a very long time, if it's not this sign specifically, it's someone that's like a relative that's super close to you, if it's not an air sign. But being distant from them is giving you lots of anxiety because you walked away from them, but you didn't realize that you walking away from them is going to cause you more anxiety. There was something that was not, it's like something you didn't get closure on, something that you didn't fix or correct. So there's some kind of like guilt going on. It's like this lingering feeling of guilt. Could you possibly be dealing with a Libra and a Scorpio, or a Scorpio and a Aquarius and a Gemini? Because there's some kind of transformation or something that died, like a relationship that you didn't let go of, or a situation that wasn't letting go, and it wasn't allowing to transform. And it's because someone keeps walking away rather than talking about it. There's been no communication. There's a message that you're getting. Maybe you're hearing rumors or messages from someone else. But what's frustrating is that you're not hearing it from the specific person themselves. From themselves. There's going to be an incoming message that's going to come towards you. This could be another Virgo or another Libra. I'm sorry, no, another earth sign, you guys. It could be another earth sign, or it could be a message from work. Something to do with work or social media. I feel like social media, or like a start of coins, like something to do with money, or like if you're at a bank, or something to do with finances, accounting, something like that. Like I see like a deposit being made, or some thought of a deposit, or some kind of like, is this your child that you're dealing with, Virgo? Some kind of start is happening either with you or with your child. It's someone that's younger than you. It's like a transformation that is happening to them, like some kind of very special transformation, but it's very slow. It's like you don't see it, you don't believe it because it's so slow. But it's I think you have a very gifted relative, Virgo, like someone that is very inspiring, someone that you never thought that they can manifest so much, but they're very close to you and they spark something magical, but it's very slow, and then you're like, whoa, how did this happen out of this person? But it's like a rumor that you're hearing. You're realizing that this person that you're affiliated with, this could, like I said, this could be a family member. This person can make your wishes come true. This person is a star. Maybe you are related to someone that's a celebrity, Virgo, or maybe you're becoming the celebrity now. Whatever the case may be, this person could also be linked to another Aquarius themselves, or an Aquarius is helping them become a star. There's 2 routes to go, and it's either the stardom or your lover, but your relationship, Virgo, I feel like it's so obsessed. I feel like you're so obsessed with your relationship sometimes that it could be possible that your children are being neglected because of your relationship. So maybe if your relationship is so addictive, your children are being neglected. Or your lover is forcing you to neglect your dreams. So like if there was a wish that you wanted, or you're dealing with you're dealing with a Sagittarius separating you from an Aquarius. I don't know if that makes sense. Or a Gemini that's separating you from an Aquarius. Like there's like a split like that somehow, some way. Or it could be that the person that you're involved with as far as a relationship is not allowing you to be near your wish, near your job, or near your child. So it could be like your partnership is a conflict. It's a huge conflict in your personal life. I mean, you could have a good relationship with your personal relationship, but it could be that there's like outside forces that cause conflict. And loving each other too much could be problematic too, I guess. And that's going to cause strife in your own relationship. So if you're very obsessive with your own relationship, if you love, I guess the best way I could explain this is if you love something too much, it could be like overkill. And that's kind of where it's at right now. I see something was neglected. So it was either an air sign, a Virgo. I'm sorry. It was either a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Or you were dealing with a Scorpio. Someone in a situation months back, and it's still going on, and I still see it going on for the next 3-4 weeks. Someone was neglected or forgotten. In that process, your relationship didn't work out, and when your relationship didn't work out, it conflicted some kind of situation with the children. And you do have a child that has some kind of special gift, some kind of ability that they will be inherited with. And if you're in a love relationship, you're not able to see this right now, Virgo. It's like you're blinded from, if you're having an amazing relationship, it's going to blind you from the gifts that your child has. It's like you have a really, really special child, Virgo. It's like they are very empathic. They understand, it's like they're a star. I can't explain it. Like they know how to get exactly what they need to get. They're very guided. They're very gifted. They're very guided. They're going to be very established. It's like they got this gift from you too as well. But it's just that the time was not juggled very correctly. And there is regrets that you have because of an investment that you didn't make. And I think you feel like you walked away too soon before you should have walked, because there's a Scorpio that you could have been dealing with, or a death happened. Like maybe you didn't nurture something and it just died. And then when it rose again, or when something started again, it was like completely different. And it's like you missed out. You missed out on a wish that you always wanted. I think you were too concentrated on something else that you missed out on something that was right there in front of you. You will have another opportunity again. There's going to be another opportunity that comes at the end of March. There's going to be a seed that you could possibly plant. But it requires you to take a huge risk and not to be a hermit anymore. So if you never had social media, you're going to have social media. You have to get your voice out there. So whatever the case may be, you're going to get yourself out of the hermit mode in order to start planting your seeds again. You're going to start planting your own seeds because of a contract that was broken. And you're realizing that either you or them, you guys were not generous with each other. And you're realizing that there is no people that are in the way of you two. It's your own selves creating problems for your own self. You and another person that you're involved with. There is a marriage that you had connected yourself with. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if you're dealing with a marriage, the seeds were not correctly planted, because I feel like the seeds were not distributed correctly. So maybe, I don't think your time was spent efficiently. Like if I'm getting like this picture in my head where you weren't with the right, like let's say like you have 4 kids and you need to spend at least a certain amount of time with all of these kids, and you're spending too much time with the little one, and you're like, for example, you're not sorting your time wisely. Or if it's your money, you're not budgeting it wisely. You're not sorting your calendar wisely, let's just say. Or if you were helping someone out, you weren't equally distributing the money, or something wasn't equally being distributed. And that is why Taurus is appearing, because there's a commitment that you want to have, and you keep, I don't know if they're blaming other people or you're blaming other people. It's like it keeps happening where someone else is getting blamed. But in all honesty, the time management is not being managed correctly. And the seeds that you want to plant, no one is planting any seeds. That's why no transformation is happening. There's no real investments here. I do see lots of pentacles, but I didn't see any cups, meaning that if you've been there to help financially, you've been there, but there's really no communication. You're not communicating. I see a lot of walking away and no communication. Money, yes. Money, I see money implantations like of money, gifts here and there. I see that. But Virgo, there was a seed that you wanted to plant for a transformation, and that's not happening until the end of March. And the person that is going to help you speak this, the person that's going to help you understand what's going on, is a Taurus that is possibly in your life. If not, there's a Cancer. I'm sorry, not a Cancer, but a Scorpio. If you know a Scorpio, a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, or a Taurus, these are going to be keys to who you need to talk to take it to that next stage. Because these people actually are, if they're in your family especially, these are the people that you kind of missed out on having that next step with, especially when it coming closer to your wish. There is someone that is connected to an Aquarius, and Aquarius is very important. They're going to actually be very transformative in your life if you haven't realized it yet, Virgo. You actually really need this Aquarius. You met them a long time ago. I don't know if you remember them right now, but you were close to them at some point. They could be a lot younger than you. But this person's very important in your life. You have no idea why. It could be that maybe it's been so long that you later on you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's that Aquarius. But this person is connected to another person who's a lot close to you. And they're like a lot of wishful thinking. This person brings a lot of wishes in their mind. So if you're dealing with someone that's super close to you, there's another person that they're dealing with that helps them feel like a star. So this person has the essence of the energy that you love to have. So if you know this Aquarius, they give you a lot of brilliant energy, but that energy can be very addictive too. So whatever the case may be, you need to understand that the time wasn't spent equally. So if you need to be charitable, make sure that you're charitable equally. And I see that like all the excuses of if it's the other person or if it's you, all those excuses are going to evaporate. You're going to realize it was both you guys. But I see you worrying on it more than the other person is worrying. The other person just wants to make sure that the family is equally dispersed. But I get a sense of you're really like dealing with a lot of guilt recently. And it's all because you walking away every time you had stress. Like it was just too hard to like argue for no reason. You didn't want to communicate if it was just going to be argument. But you're realizing this person has a hard time explaining, especially because they have a lot of pride, that the resources were not established, they were not distributed equally, making them feel like you didn't love them. So if that makes sense, let me know. But in your mind you're thinking, oh, this person is strong enough to handle themselves, they don't need me, they don't need me. I keep feeling like you're saying this. I mean, maybe there's like children that you're dealing with, and maybe like you're thinking one of the child needs you, the other one doesn't need you. Whatever it may be, I see the biggest source of the problem is that nothing was distributed equally, and there was communication that wasn't honest, and that would fix a lot of things. And if anybody had cut you off, or if you had cut them off, it's because whatever you guys had back and forth, there wasn't any equal give and take. You coming back to your family is going to help you realize. And you talking to those people, the signs that I mentioned, is going to actually help you reconnect back with your family. And that's going to actually get you out of the anxiety. So if you've been trying to kind of avoid people to help you, with your feelings, you're going to realize there's nobody in the way. There's literally nobody in the way. The only problem is just the lack of communication. Okay? So let me know if that resonates, Virgo. I hope that really helps. I really, really hope that helps, because I see that you want to get close to your family, and that's the only thing that's hindering your love life, really, is there's just the lack of loss of family. Sometimes there's specific people that are really important to us. I'm not saying like maybe you lost your whole family, but there's somebody in your family that is very close to you that you would love to have close to you, because they help rise your spirit. And when they're near you, it helps your love life too. It's really weird. So if that makes sense, let me know. I love you guys. Please leave it in the comments. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you again next month. Take care.